So, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to record an impromptu Ask Ian show. This will be me sick at home during the full moon. It's the 4th of November right now in Tallinn, Estonia. And I'm drinking tea and playing with my cat and noticing my addictions and I really want to this is like if you walk the I don't know, let's call it the conscious spiritual path, or maybe becoming aware that there's more to you in this world, more than you, more than this world is mostly saying that there is. So by that I mean go to school, get a job, work, kids, blah blah blah, drugs, drink alcohol, fuck up your family, and have a midlife crisis, blah blah blah. And if you woken up from that dream and you know that there is more there are going to be a lot of teachers and people out there who say, hey, this helps and blah blah, this, do this and do blah blah. Then each time I've listened to them, or listened to myself even, because in all honesty I am one of those people, I get very disappointed somewhere along the way. And it's this very case right now. It's even the one of the, let's say, advanced things or theories they say is connecting with thyself, or in my case myself, or others, that this is the end all be all cure all mother of all cures. And sometimes it is, and unfortunately sometimes it isn't. Sometimes you just gotta sit behind a microphone, let out huge sighs, and admit that you don't know anything about anything, and that you're scared. And actually people who claim to know what they are talking about, they have no idea. And how can they possibly have any idea of what is actually going on? Like if sit with it, like think about it. Like how is anybody supposed to know what's going on right now, or will go on in the future? They just can't. It hasn't happened yet. So this life is quite extraordinary in that sense. Um, a lot of solutions being proposed out there right now, and again, I am one of those people. I am proposing solutions out there that have helped me and that have served me in my journey. But actually, um, there isn't an end-all be-all solution to all of this. It is always evolving. It is always growing, this experience, we with it. Even if we choose to suppress that part of it, somehow, some way, we have to evolve and grow. Be it with death or more of a lighter way, if we consciously choose to evolve and grow and learn. But for some reason, this is very hard. I'm talking right now for about me, for like to grasp and to learn that this is always growing. I really want to arrive at some part, or I want to be complete, be finally complete or awesome, or so that people will love me. So I really want people to love me, man. And if if one fucking new age guy, woman, girl, whatever, right now is going, hey, but you need to love yourself, man. But you really need to love yourself, man. Yeah, this is true. This is very true. And I'm open to the possibility that it can be my own not loving of myself part somewhere deeper. Maybe, possibly. But it is one of our needs as humans as well, that other people love us too, that we have this sense of belonging and connection, and we share that with other humans, maybe animals. I am a new father of a small kitten who is currently doing her best to sleep on our couch here. It can be with animals, and can be it with a lot of things. So in the end, or not in the end, this is like the one fraction of the equation, that we really need something. It doesn't have to be person, or we really need something to feel connected to. If you get what I mean. And for me, it has always been, or not always. It's been it's been different things in different times. Found meaning in within myself deeper, and with outside of myself with people, and but lately it's been more. I've felt more connected to um, the spiritual pursuits, or spiritual realms, or mystical realms and mysteries. Some magic. I've been definitely yearning for some magic, and this type of cohesive teamwork, understanding, deeper commitment between individuals that form a group and have a honorable goal that they're moving towards. I don't know if you've seen the movie. And first, maybe I should ask you if you've played the computer game Warcraft ever. But the movie was critically, I don't think it was very well received, but I believe that's a beautiful movie, Warcraft. Please go see it. And I've been yearning for. There's this one of the main characters. Can't remember his name, but he has this. It's strange to call it a pet bird, but it's like this bird that somehow is, they are so connected to each other, and the bird is in service of him, and he is in full service of the bird as well. So it is this type of unconditional love between two different species. A deeper kind of connection, deeper kind of meaning between the two. I've been definitely yearning for that, and I believe that's hugely one of the bigger things I desire in this moment, to have that type of commitment to one another. Because if we look at it more closely, it doesn't work when it's only one-sided, because then it's the energy exchange there doesn't add up then, and something doesn't quote unquote feel right. It's like a using of, or the one uses the other, or vice versa, or it has to be equal in every sense of the word. And I don't mean this type of equilibrium, this blah blah blah. I know I already my cough. I'm a little ill, as I mentioned, but this I know a lot of people aren't very fond of equality, or they don't think it's possible. I think it's very possible if we just do it. We just fucking do it. Just one side says, hey, I'll be here for you. The other side. And this can be conditional, like, I'll be here if you'll be here for me. And I'll do my freaking best to be here for you. And we'll go and grow and be there for each other. So I guess it seems like with 16 minutes on the clock, I've come to the place of I'm still yearning for connection. I'm yearning it with someone who is willing to be there for me as well, and go and move and grow, and wants to be as committed as I am. But you see, this can't ever exist just one way. This has to be both ways. I believe this is very, very crucial here. The understanding of this. Maybe I have to look at myself in the mirror. I don't know. This is the thing here. I believe I have looked at myself in the mirror in this regard, and I believe I've been very committed to those people I've pledged my allegiance to. And I think it's bullshit to suggest that I just should give without the desire to receive back, because that is abuse. That's almost like abuse. If you don't, like, if you say I'm going to do it, then it's not abuse. But if there's an agreement, then I think it's abuse. And we ourselves have to be responsible shit, of moving out of that situation, moving towards something more serving of our desires, of our needs, and actually our offering. And I hope I find it. I hope you find it. I kind of don't want to end this quite dense episode on the full moon here, because I think this is as connected to myself I've felt in a long time, and it's one of the biggest reasons why I even keep recording these is oh, this is so funny and weird and strange, but it's at this very moment when I'm speaking to myself, this is helping me to literally to connect with myself. So it does make me sad when people don't listen to them, or they listen to them and they don't get it, or they think it's bad or pointless or weird. It does make me sad, because I would love to do this more. I would love to actually do this more with more people, and for a lot of money, of course. For a lot of money, of course. That is always a good place to start. Lots of money, please. And I'm not even joking. I actually would love lots of money. Feels good to say that out loud. Maybe I should say this is gonna be a sloppy episode tonight. Maybe I should say even more things out loud. See if it stirs up anything anywhere or in anyone. Because right now, as messed up as this episode sounds to me, my tummy is making weird noises. Like I'm a little sick and I'm coughing and I'm drinking tea and the cat is making noises. Don't know if you can. Maybe the cat isn't to blame. Well, I'm actually planning to publish this, just to see what will come out of it, or if anything will. In the end, well, this is actually, this is one of the things that is true about all the spiritual teachings. It is the fact that in the end, it's all for us. Even the most holiest of causes, in the end, serve us. So they are essentially very selfish. They make us feel good, so very, very selfish still. Not that they shouldn't, or not that we shouldn't do those things. Just the fact when you sometimes get into the mind fuck of, oh, I'm just a vessel of service here. It actually is making us feel good. Good. What a nice episode. Yeah, I didn't have a question this time around, because I haven't published the last episode yet. But hopefully we'll get more questions, and I will. I had a nice time actually answering a question again last episode, so I hope you do ask something like what should we do next, Ian? Like would we do? Should we do next? This is well, there's a pretty simple but very hard answer to it. Really, excuse me. We really need to become aware of ourselves and who we are before anything. And if you know already who you are and what you want to do, just go do it, man. Just go, just full permission to do whatever it is that you want to do. I think that will serve us, hopefully. Like if you want to be a soldier or warrior, go be a soldier who is doing some good in the world, like fighting for a good cause, like helping to stop Nigerian Islamic extremists. I mean, we still need boundaries, and that doesn't go anywhere. So I believe just meditating under a tree doesn't really do any good all the time. It might do for some, and sometimes I do recommend it if you really want to do it. It can bring a lot of good things. But if instead you want to make movies or act or play sports or build houses, I just hope that even if it's in service of yourself, I think the best thing for us to hope and pray for is that whatever you do or whatever we do is in service of something else as well. Some greater for something good. And you will know, probably, even if not at first, then you will know later if that is true, if whatever it is that you're doing is in service of only you or others as well. Because if it's the latter, then you will feel this sense of fulfillment in yourself, probably more often than not. And I think, oh sorry, again with the yawning, I think here the becoming aware of ourselves, what we really want to do in this world, becomes essential. Because if we do those things like I'm doing here, like literally, for me it is writing, speaking, talking, maybe in the future something else as well. This gives me a huge sense of fulfillment and a deeper connection to myself. So I hope you do. I hope you do these types of things that offer you the same thing. And I believe this is a good place to stop recording. And now we'll go meditate or something. Drink tea and do spiritual things. Because I was just on Facebook and it is fucking crazy out there. I mean, if you want to go insane, just hang out on Facebook the entire day. For me, it took like 30 minutes, a little less maybe. I was just like, whoa, whoa. I had to step back. I paced around the room. I was like, whoa, what am I going to do now with my life? You see how crazy Facebook is, like the energy of every single person there just selling something or doing or speaking or blah blah blahing or do blah blah. This is, you have to do this or you will fucking die, or you will be poor, or you will be just shaming, just saying terrible things, just fear, just a lot of just crazy amounts of fear. Like people ask what's wrong with society. I'm just like, we don't have to really look that far. We don't really, because it's insane. If all we do, you say, hey, if you don't learn this right now, you're never going to get a job and you're going to die alone if you don't do these tricks. And like fear marketing, I call this. It's actually fear marketing. And if you're fucking fear marketing somewhere, you fucking asshole, just fucking stop. Don't do it anymore. Fucker. Fucker. Fuck, I'm so angry. This is what really gets me angry. Is like people don't really get any more what they're doing. Like, no, I gotta sell this, I gotta blah. And they're fear marketing, and they're like, hey, if you don't do this fucking shit, fucking bullshit, fucking shit. Okay, I'm going off the rails here totally, and I'm really pissed off. But it's kind of true as well. That's the maybe the most, like, the saddest part here. Not the fact that I'm cursing or that I'm not able to even convey my sentences in a very intellectual way here, but it's the fact that it's actually true. People do this, and then they teach this to others to do, to get their goals and needs met and their dreams accomplished. Literally. And if as humans who are capable of thinking, this isn't considered as fucking insane, and I believe we have a longer way to go to some sort of common sense or like ability to function as a society who doesn't destroy each other's sense of worth all the time, all day. Because yeah, we have to be strong and like stay true to our conviction. But like imagine like having bombs dropped on you 24/7, like physical bombs. How long would you survive? This is a very extreme example, and I want to get this point across. But it's the same with this type of God, I'm having a hard time remembering an English word. This type of God. This type of basically fear mongering or fear. I don't have a good word for it. Shaming, just shaming each other. And imagine being shamed and said that you're a stupid, blah blah blah, human being all day, every day if you don't do these things. What will happen to you? I'll say, well, I don't even have to say what will happen to you. You're literally seeing this in our society. We're like basically killing ourselves, or killing each other, or fighting each other, or murdering each other, or blah blahing each other. Or insert negative adjective, maybe. I hope so. So that will happen. And if you're sitting there and asking, okay, Ian, great, but what else can we do? I'll tell you what else we can do. We can look at things and say what we really mean and how they really are. So, like, for example, that commercial can go, or yeah, let's say commercial or marketing campaign can go, hey, I'm really scared that if you don't buy my stupid course, I will be on the street and won't have any money to buy food with. And my family will starve, and I'm really scared. So, instead of admitting that, I have to scare you into buying whatever the fuck it is they want you to buy, or want me to buy, of course. It's just fear. In the end, it's still just fear. And I have another example of what we can do, and or how we can communicate those things to each other. And this is where I believe I mess up still, is instead of shaming the person who has done wrong or has done bad things, or I don't want to say bad things, maybe that's too extreme. Instead of shaming someone, we can just admit how we feel or think and say what we want instead. That's it. So, some realness. So, for example, like I'm really pissed off that nobody listens to my show and asks me questions. I would really love to be asked more questions because I would love to make more money and be well off when making these types of things financially. That is one good example. Oh, yeah. So I really hope. I feel like there's even more to this, but I'm a little scared that this episode is too long and nobody again will listen to me, so my words won't have any effect other than the fact that I release them out into the world or release them out of my being and into the world. And that's a good thing as well, because I will have more ease, definitely, after this. And maybe the other stuff isn't that important, although it is still something I would love to have and enjoy having. So good. Again, good. Another thing. Another thing finished again. My tummy is making such weird noises. Beep boop beep. Good, people. I'm hoping we got somewhere this time. I did. I hope you did as well. And wherever you are, I just hope you think about what was just shared here. Maybe form an opinion of your own. And say, do your own podcast if you want. I mean, it's the internet, so everything is possible now. Oh my god. Okay. Toodaloo, my good friends and companions on this I gotta say, this totally insane journey of life on Earth, experiment of insanity, basically. Do good work in the world. Do good, well work in the world. And I'll see you soon. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.